Well, Jimmy knows, and everybody in our office knows, come summertime, you'll always catch me bringing in fresh fruit and vegetables for my lunch, and sometimes I'll make a full meal out of it because there's nothing like the juicy, crunchy flavors of fresh Delmarva produce.
What Lisa doesn't know is sometimes I steal some of it, but some people often have a hard time determining if certain produce is ripe and ready to eat, or maybe they're just looking for a few flavorful ideas. DelmarvaLife Sean Stryker stopped by How Sweet It Is in Eden and found out you can put together some great meals from fresh products from right here on Delmarva.
Summertime on Delmarva brings with it some great things. Warm weather, trips to the beach or the bay, and some great, locally grown produce. And How Sweet It Is in Eden has become a go-to for people looking to pick up farm fresh products.
Well, you know, we've been here 23 years, so we buy from the same farmers every year, so people really come to depend on our quality. And, you know, if we run out today, you know, we're getting it tomorrow. We know it was picked in the morning, you get it in the afternoon. I mean, that's as fresh as it gets, you know, from the farm to table, really.
Fresh fruit can make a great snack in the hot summer months, and there's nothing quite like Delmarva strawberries or peaches.
Everybody waits for what's called freestone peaches. That's why when you put your thumb in the end and you split it open, you can just take the seed out, you know, and it's just all juicy peach that runs down your chin.
And what would a summer barbecue be without cantaloupe or watermelon? Brent Malone, the owner of How Sweet It Is, says a nice, cool piece of melon can be the perfect dessert on a hot summer's day. And he offers this advice to make sure your watermelon is ripe.
If you know what to look for, it's not that hard. You want to hear a nice hollow sound, almost like a drum. And when you turn it over, when they're mature, they'll be really yellow on the bottom, you know, a whole different color. So, and if you thump one, it's just a dull, flat thud, it'll be a little overripe.
Okay, so just hit it and make sure it's yellow, and then I should be good to go.
Be good to go.
But fruit isn't the only thing growing this time of year. Brent says How Sweet It Is actually got its name because they started out selling sweet corn.
You know, up north, people like yellow corn. Down here on the shore, we like our white corn. And the Silver Queen used to be the king, but if you didn't eat it today, tomorrow it would kind of lose its luster. Well, now with these newer varieties of corn, they're sweeter to start with, but if you keep it for 2 or 3 days and you don't get to it, even though we bought it fresh, it'll still be fresh for you, you know? So it's great stuff.
And it doesn't stop at corn.
Everybody wants corn, of course, but then there's, you know, there's squash and string beans and broccoli, and, you know, we've got local organic lettuce, and there's just a myriad of different things. If, you know, if it's green, we'll have it. You know, we have leafy greens like kale and collards and turnip greens, stuff like that all year long.
And when the produce is fresh and local, you can make a meal out of just a few simple products.
Now the tomatoes are local, and you know, we're getting them picked red on the vine, and that's what everybody looks for BLTs or just a slice with dinner, or tomato sandwich if nothing else.
If you're looking for a more complete meal, now is the time of year for seafood.
We've always prided ourselves on selling really good local Maryland crab meat and soft-shell crabs, and this year we even expanded, and now we have shrimp and tuna and mahi and salmon and scallops, all kinds of different things, you know, oysters, and just we try to have everything that, you know, people can look for when they come in here to fill their summer void.
Pair that with some local beef for some great surf and turf.
Really excited to be able to offer now Maryland grass-fed Angus beef, and it's, you know, never any antibiotics or anything. It's just good stuff. You know, we've got steaks, and the burgers are just off the hook. So everybody's really creating a stir.
Which makes it possible to cook a delicious meal using only products from right here on Delmarva.
We really want to be a venue, you know, where all the best of the Eastern Shore, they can just get right here, you know, even right down to the wine. You know, we've got Maryland wine and beer, too, to complement the meal.
As we move through the season, different produce becomes available, so it's best just to stop by How Sweet It Is and check out for yourself what they have. And they're open 7 days a week, 8 a.m., 7 p.m. You
know, Jimmy, all this talk about food really has me hungry. Coming up next, we're in the DelmarvaLife kitchen, learning to make a light tossed pasta topped with fresh caught swordfish and so much more. DelmarvaLife, we'll be right back.